Hello and welcome to another exciting episode of Chats and Gags. As you can see today, I'm here alone. My brother, Jay Gabra, is a bit under the weather, so we expect to see him full of strength and energy next time. So diving right in, the much anticipated game against England happened, and my. I mean, a lot of you Ghanaians have so many things to say. You all know how it went. I'll begin with the various watch parties that happened, in some of the communities. If you go to Ashaman, the main traffic light around the market, there was a giant screen. Go to Newtown, around college, there was a giant screen. Accra Sports Stadium, Independence Square, giant screen. And then parts of Mamobi, Nima, there were also giant screens for people to come and have this communal watch party. It was amazing. I happened to go check out the one that happened at Mamobi, and then this is what happened. I particularly found it interesting to see these massive number of people. Some were sitting on balconies, some were it was like the whole street. Mind you, this is the Mamobi Nima highway. The entire street was blocked and locked down for this. Yes, there was police presence, and they kept, the peace. Everybody conducted themselves, quite well. You would assume that in a community like this, things would go wild and crazy. But it was just all about fun and amazing football.
Aiming for touch there. Is it the problem for Sinaya? There's not a lot on the foul. It is a foul.
That was the moment where Ghana almost scored, and it felt like we should have been awarded a penalty, which didn't happen. So that was what happened at Mamobi. I mean, you already know the score. It was a draw, 0-0 to both sides, despite both sides, trying their best. The colonizer could not colonize us the second time, and we couldn't beat them either. But that controversial penalty, people felt like it should have been a penalty, and it didn't happen.
Ghana wins 0-0. I tell you what, though, Ghana should have had a penalty. Ghana should have had a penalty. I still don't understand that. 80% of you said it was a penalty.
They're very lucky. Once again, the VAR went for a coffee, and it's natural. I would like them also to take my coffees once in a while. But it was a clear penalty. Clear penalty, red card. You have any doubts about that?
So when the man of the match was awarded, this dude rightfully, and truthfully said he didn't deserve it. And I found that very, very honorable of him, to have indicated that it would have been better to give this man of the match to one of our defenders. Probably it should have gone for the keeper, in my opinion. But this is what he has to say about that.
Won the Superior Player of the Match award. How do you feel?
Yeah, I didn't deserve it, to be honest. It probably should have gone to one of their lads that defended so well. Had a couple of moments. It was hard to get in a game, but I'm grateful for whoever voted. But yeah, probably should have gone to one of their lads that defended so well. So fair play to them. Like always, second game fever, isn't it? With England, win the first one, do well, and then draw the second one. But it's okay. I think they played for a draw, as it would have seen them go through. And fair play to them. They did a great job.
So I like that first game fever. Do well, England, and then the next game. It's so and so. But for me, it was very honorable of him to suggest that the Superior Player Award should have gone to one of our lads, who defended so well. And Rasari is one of those people we should have considered. In any case, at some point there was a bit of a scuffle, when Bellingham went to our bench and it looked like there was some commotion going on. From where we sat to watch the game, we didn't know what was going on, but this is what he had to say about that.
I made a silly tackle, to be honest. I was trying to win the ball, and I followed through a little bit and caught the lad. I spoke to him after, and then their bench jumped up trying to get me a yellow card. So I think their manager just recognised him. Obviously the one used to be at Manchester United, so great respect and nothing but a competitive edge for both of us.
So he admits he made a silly tackle. How many players would actually admit that, yes, I made a silly tackle and then my counterparts, my opponent's bench were calling for a yellow card when it didn't happen? He just happened to go to bench because he noticed one manager who used to be with him at Manchester United. So it's not as if he was going to pick a fight or anything, as some people thought was going to happen. So after the game ended goalless, there was a lot of jubilation from Ghanaians simply because the English players could not, overcome our defensive mechanism. And jubilations were wild across Ghana. But let's take a look at a few of them. We in the family. What's today? That lady is just ecstatic. Moving on from the World Cup, let's get into some gags. Have you ever taken a picture or a photo and then you found that there's an element or an object or a person in it that you didn't want? So there was a couple that got married and they took a picture on the pier with the cityscape beautifully behind them. And there was this old woman having a chat with another person whose arm came into the shot holding a glass. So this guy uploaded the picture on social media and made a request. Can somebody remove this woman from the shot? And as you can see, the woman is marked with an X on her back. Beautiful kissing picture. Can you remove the woman for us? And then people took the picture and this is what they did next. Somebody made the old woman hug the couple. Oh my goodness. You see, instead of removing the woman, someone made her hug the two of them. People are savage. And then someone put the woman's dress on the gentleman. Oh, remove the woman from the picture. In this picture, now someone made an edit with the man kissing the old woman instead of his wife. The woman is going over the fence, jumping into the water or whatever. I hope she's not committing suicide in this image. In this one, the man is rather proposing to the old lady whilst the bride is actually taking a picture. What's going on, guys? Now she's hugging the two of them. Remove the woman from the picture. That was a request. And people went rogue. You see, now the groom is sailing away with the old woman whilst the wife, the bride is cheering. Only one person in the end was able to give us this picture, removed the old woman from the scene, and then presented this. People on social media can go rogue on you anytime. But it's amazing to see how they saw the light-up side of all this and then gave us those variations. The one that killed me, that did it from buried the whole thing, was when someone did an edit with a woman hugging the two of them. It was like, I just lost it right there. This one, goodness gracious. How does a request to remove this woman turn into a big group hug? And see where the man's hand is. So. How would you be groping an old woman like that? Oh my goodness, yes, but this is what happened, and it's one of the amazing moments we saw on social media this past week. So when you are being asked to move, you place a container somewhere and maybe it's not in a good area, or it's in a flood-prone area and you want to move the container, what do? Do you dismantle it, or would you get creative as this man did?
Technology.
People are so creative in Africa. There's no way you would have imagined. You see how the first scene only showed a part of the container on the rear side of the Okada or the motorcycle. There's no way you'd have known that he had actually done his homework and placed 2 small wheels at the back. This is amazing. This is very creative, a creative way of moving something many times bigger than he could have managed. Kudos to this guy. So out there, many people do skating, and skating is already a sport that's considered a bit, dangerous, but it's a good workout sport. I used to skate myself, and I'm very good at it, actually. Maybe one of these days I'll show you some of my videos. Yes, but once a while, they go onto the streets, grab onto vehicles that are moving, and then they try to, get a free ride whilst on the skates. This guy had a very near miss. Let's see what happened. The guy on the skates who had a near miss with the angel of death. Otherwise, this would have been his end. So even as much as we see some of these things, we want to also advise that if you're out there and you are doing any activity like this one, skating or whatever, just try to make sure that you're safe. He could have been a bit of a blot on this road if this accident had actually happened. Stay safe out there, guys. Stay safe. Whilst some skaters are avoiding the collision or the encounter with death, others are doing well to learn how to skate, but with little bits of mishap. Let's watch this one next.
Hey! Atasa! 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 Atasa!
Oh my goodness. He didn't just fall on the road. He actually went a few feet under into the gutter, buried. Yes, skating is fun, but mishaps also do happen. I like how he's so confident, the 2 fingers. Oh my goodness. Oh. At least fall on your butt on the road. He was trying so hard to avoid, falling on the road, and he ended up going to one place I don't think he planned for. So have you ever been in a situation where an incident or an accident or a small mishap actually brings about a positive result for you? This is one instance where, a mishap actually ended up being a good thing for this gentleman. Let's see what happened.
God have mercy upon us.
And it has become actually a fortuitous, event for the gentleman. And the way he actually held on. And imagine after all this, he's still, shouting, probably hailing insults at the lady that caused all this. and still ended up, coming out successful. I mean, if you look at it in his perspective or from his perspective, everything works together for good for them that love God. So an unlikely encounter has turned into something quite favorable for the two. And it looks like, again, it's this lady that instigated it. Hey, the man was not, he didn't know what was going to happen. The lady suggested that let's go, and then he followed. You can't blame him. You can't blame him for that. Whilst some connections are successful, other connections are severed, whether it's an innocent occurrence or not. Let's see what happened to this dude next. So this lady was going to sit on his lap. Clear chance, opportunity, and then you get up and say, oh, nah, I'm leaving, so take my place. Oh, this is unfortunate. What would you call this guy? Is he a bad friend? Is he doing the Lord's work? Is he being a gentleman by offering his seat to this lady? Or has he been a very big blocker of, a potential connection? What do you think? This is unfortunate. What would you do with a person like this? I mean, if your friend, does something like this to you, how are you going to react? In that video, the dude wasn't too happy. He was not happy at all. That was a clear opportunity and you made him miss it. Now, moving on. Imagine going to a place where you see someone in costume and they are all feminine and you want to take a picture with them. What happens when you realize they are not exactly who you thought they were? Let's see this one next.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
So basically, this person is in a costume, looking like one of those Powerpuff Girls or Rangers. If you ever watch one of those Ranger movies, and then this is a Pink Ranger, and of course, Pink Ranger is a female. So this guy thought he was taking a picture with a Pink Ranger, looking all feminine and all, until the mask came off, the helmet came off. And it's a hairy man, a bald hairy man. Oh. It's too late. You've already hugged this person so tight. You thought it was a female. Instead of questioning him, the guy is in his armpit. Oh, God forgive. So he's disappointed. In fact, I would be too. Yes. I mean, the whole costume, excuse my language, the man has breasts and you think this is a nice woman, shapely, Coca-Cola bottle shape. Taking a picture with someone this beautiful only turns out to be a man in costume and not looking anywhere near the beautiful body you thought you were taking the picture with.
Who are you?
That's a whole lot of unfortunate. So imagine taking pictures near livestock. Sometimes you go to these places and there are animals or wildlife and you want to take a picture, but behind the fence, in a safe zone behind the fence so that you don't have a direct contact with these animals. Now, someone took a picture near a livestock pen and it didn't entirely go as they expected. Let's see this one next.
Wait a minute. Who are you?
Oh my goodness. You had to stick your tongue out and then the cow thought, oh yeah, two can play this game. What would you do if you were in this situation? I mean, how are you going to handle this one? What are you going to do if you were tongue kissed by a freaking cow? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The cow is having the time of its life. Tongue kissed by a cow. That's got to be one of the most terrifying experiences this lady would have ever encountered. Now that we're about to round up, how would you feel if someone came to you to ask for directions to the nearest public toilet? Listen to my question. How would you feel if someone came to you to ask for directions to the nearest public toilet? What would you do? Wouldn't you direct them? Okay, so these gentlemen directed this particular guy to the nearest toilet because he was holding his backside, indicating that he was in dire need of visiting the place. Let's see what happened next.
Mombari nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libara.
Brother, I just said, mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ ni bí ó lè ní sà. Mo ti toilet. Kí mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́.
And then guys, this is just a prank. It's not actually poo, but the fact that the people thought it was poo and they are all running away, it makes for nice comedy. This guy is called Shit Boy. He goes around pranking people that he has running stomach and he needs the nearest direction to the toilet. This guy's face is the one that did it for me. He's like, Can you be more disgusted than this guy? Look at his face. Oh my goodness. So that's what happened. Now Shit Boy goes around asking for directions and then he will pour out this liquid to emulate, running stomach. This is going to be a wicked prank, I tell you. Okay, where's the nearest public toilet, please? And they all know where it is. Go that way. Then he released it. He caused a scatter. Oh my goodness, they should have known. The thing is not even coming from his rear end. It's coming from like his pocket side. But they believe it is poo, and he's chasing this guy, asking, where's the direction? And the guy is like, stop following me. This guy's face always does it for me. He's like, what has this guy brought here?
Mombari nanga. Kasongo mbona wewe. Songa libara.
Brother, I just said, mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́ ni bí ó lè ní sà. Mo ti toilet. Kí mo fẹ́ yàgbẹ́.
And then next time someone asks you for directions to go to the loo, maybe you should take a few steps back and then point them in the right direction. This guy's prank is crazy. And for those of you who were watching and felt uncomfortable, even though it's a prank and it has nothing to do with actual poo, sorry for that, So finally, our last video would be a water prank. Sometimes you are doing an activity and somebody sees that, okay, this is where you are going next. And anything else you do is quite believable because they don't know what you plan. Only you know what you are planning. Let's see this final video. The same way as anyone else would do. Oh, I can't sense your womb. Oh my goodness, how can you play like this? How can you play with someone's emotions like this? Because then if she got wet, she'll probably have to go back home and come back, go and change before. The way she's trying to swerve, as if raising the leg would do anything better. The water would have poured on her anyways if there was actually any in the pan. Thank goodness it was just a prank. She's not too happy. You can tell from her reactions and the few unsavory words that she speaks to the individual, Yes, the way she's lifting the leg, as if it makes her disappear from the scene. Now, if the water had come out, it will still touch her. And then she says a few words, a few censored words. One show you Abeka say, "Nyami de bitu ya oka." Let's go. She's kicking for Ghana. She's kicking for Black Stars. Some people play too much. Some people play too much. It's just unfortunate. Anyways, and this is where we draw the curtains. Thank you for staying tuned and watching. I remain JD, and we are wishing J Gabra a speedy recovery so that he can join us again right here on Chatting Gags next time. Stay blessed.